Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy, Mid Pugmaster here today with NCP Nimbus Season 3. I believe, yes, Week 7 against Diet Tight, coach of the new Britian Rockruffs. So, Di, AKJ, is a good pal of mine. He took over Ollie, my best friend's draft. He's played every week, but the only thing he didn't do was draft the team. So, it's not that big of a deal. So, he's currently 1-5, so he's not doing too hot. But we picked up our second loss of the season last week, so we don't want to keep going on with that. We just want to keep going strong. So hopefully we can pick up a win against Jay this week. So before we get any further, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more Draft League content, and click the bell in the top right corner if you want a notification whenever I upload. So Jay's team consists of a Zero Aura, a Primarina, Incineroar, Steelix, Decidueye, Haxorus, Sigiliv, Hitmonchan, Frostlass, and Charjabug. So I'm going to start off with this. I'm bringing a Choice Scarf Gardevoir with Moonblast, Mystical Fire, Psychic, and Focus Blast. I can outspeed a max speed Zero Aura, and I can just fire off an extremely hard-hitting, just Psychic or Moonblast. Focus Blast is there for the Steelix and Incineroar. Had to find Incineroar twice this season after it just after we fought it when Seabad had it, where I missed a Focus Blast and I believe another move where it just kind of messed us up. So hopefully that doesn't happen to us again. Then we got a Life Orb Noivern that just kind of destroys his team with Hurricane, Flamethrower, Draco Meteor, Dragon Pulse. Just does a lot of damage to everything and can just hit everything for neutral super hard damage. Next up, we have a Choice Specs Toxtricity, Boom Burst, Overdrive, Volt Switch, Sludge Wave. Shift Gear set is not bad this week, but he has a Steelix that just kind of walls this thing if I'm not Choice Specs. But as long as he's not like Spadef, I can two-shot or get very close to two-shotting a Fizdef Steelix with Choice Specs Boom Burst. Just is a wall record this week. Next up, we have Leftovers Araquanid with Liquidation, Sticky Web, Toxic Scald. I want those Sticky Webs up so Zero Aura is not super fast. And, just nothing wants to switch into the combination of Liquidation plus Scald minus Primarina, but I can just Toxic that as we eat almost any hit it goes for. Then we have a Gets Flame Orb Conkeldurr with Drain Punch, Knockoff, Poison Jab, Facade. He has even less switch-ins for this than he does for Toxtricity, so I'm really enjoying Conkeldurr. I believe this is my first league ever using it, so I'm just enjoying just being able to punch holes and just watch my opponents trying to find switch-ins that aren't really there. And then we have another Flame Orb Scutmon Obsticking with Bulk Up, Close Combat, Facade, Knockoff. This is kind of my win con if I can get webs up and just get everything positioned right, to where I can just set up a Bulk Up with a Flame Orb, and we'd just be right there. So unfortunately, we will be playing on Showdown. Jay doesn't really like Land Timer, and I don't blame him. He doesn't want to set it up. So at the start of this week, I was like, do you just want to go ahead and play on Showdown? He said sure, because it just wasn't worth the hassle, because he usually has a little bit of trouble with it. So I'll see you all in the battle. And here we are with the battle. So you'll see he brought Haxorus, Zero Aura, Primarina, Hitmonchan, Frostlass, and his Steelix. So this doesn't really surprise me at all. Frostlass was the only thing that really shocked me, but I can see its merit in this match. So I can see him easily leading off with Zero Aura because I don't have a ground type. So if he has Volt Switch, he can easily just go with that. So as you see, I'm gonna go on normal speed. So he leads with Zero Aura. I go with Conkeldurr. I just want to get my Flame Orb up turn 1. Because if he goes, I could see him leading Steelix for rocks too, so he's either going to Volt Switch here, play rough, or something of the sort. I don't know why I can't speak right there. So he actually goes for Knockoff to get rid of my Flame Orb, which is upsetting because it makes it to where I don't hit as hard, but his team still doesn't switch into this. So I click Knockoff, predicting a Frostlass switch in, maybe a Primarina switch in, considering that was his best fighting response. So he goes out into Primarina this turn, and I'm just going to click the Poison Jab because Zero Aura wasn't staying in. He wasn't going to go into Steelix, and if he went Frostlass, that wasn't going to chew a Poison Jab either. So I get good damage off on this. And I get the poison, which really helps because it means he just can't rely on leftovers recovery. And it shows me he's extremely defensive. So it makes it even easier to switch into my Spadef Arachnid. Took 28%. So he gets the special attack drop. That's not going to matter. He goes to 19%, which is nice. So I just set up Sticky Whips as he goes for rest. So poison's not going to matter at all. So I just switch into Toxicity because I don't know what he's going to do. Is he going to hard switch out? But he just for Sleep Talk and gets the rest. So I'm just going to click Boom Burst here because it's just pretty free because I don't think he'll switch into Frost Blast on this thing when I can click like an Overdrive. And it gets the Steelix on the switch in. But he actually makes a good play and goes into his Frost Blast. But I'm Choice Spec, so I can't switch up my moves. So he goes onto his Hitmonchan as I go into my Arachnid, not a big deal. So he actually switched out into his Primarina as I go for a Liquidation. It just was like a good middle ground play, hit everything super hard. So now I'm just going to go back into Toxicity because I don't know what he's going to do. And he gets the Scald, which is nice for him. So I'm just going to click Boom Burst again because this time he knows I can click Overdrive here pretty freely. But it actually goes into his Steelix. It takes 48%, which is really nice. So I'm going to go back in my Conkeldurr. He gets his Rocks up. Doesn't matter to me. But here, I click Knockoff because it got Frostless on the switch in. And I just needed a little bit of chip on that Steelix to where my Toxicity could kill the next turn once I click Boom Burst. And if it went Primarina, he'd be slower than me and I can Poison Trap the next turn. So we'll also get rid of his leftovers. So, kills the Frostlass, and it gets rid of his Choice Scarf, so that made my Noivern even better this match. So now he goes into his Primarina. I'm going to switch on into Arachnid because this is like my designated switch. Goes for another Moonblast, doesn't do much. So, he's just going to keep spamming Moonblast until I die. I click Toxic, I miss, it's not really going to matter. So, he's just going to kill me with Moonblast, so first one on my side got him. So I can just go Toxicity. And as I make a read, I go to Conkeldurr as he goes into Steelix. I don't know why I did that. I don't think I could have killed. And I was thinking there's no way he's going to stand. So I just go for Drain Punch as he goes for Body Press. He's going to go back out into his Primarina as I Drain Punch. And I don't think I can kill this thing. I don't think I can. So I'm going to go into my Gardevoir because it's kind of useless. If he clicks Rest, that's nice, like predicting my Poison Jab. So I'm just going to go into this and click Moonblast. I get a crit. It doesn't end up mattering, but he gets to kill me. So I'm just going to go back onto my Toxicity. And now my, Boom Burst kind of just kills everything. So Mean Mug is dead. So now he goes into Hitmonchan, and I'm thinking he has to either be AV or it's like extremely Spadef. So, because otherwise this thing just drops. So I click Boom Burst here, it doesn't kill it. So he's just AV. And he gets the Rapid Spin up. And that completely changed the game. Because those webs were pretty much completely unnecessary. So Zero Aura couldn't just win. So now I'm going to go into my Noivern. And I'm just going to click Hurricane. It basically kills everything. Besides the Zero Aura. But end up missing. As he clicks Drain Punch, he predicted me to like U-turn into my like Mobstagoon, which is, it was a good play. But now I just Draco here because I want this thing gone. So his Hitmonchan's dead. So I show off my my Life Orb. So now he goes into Haxorus. I was thinking, he's probably just Choice Scarf, can click Outrage and clean me up here. So I'm just gonna Draco again because I couldn't allow a free setup. But then a -2 Life Orb Draco still kills. And he clicked Dragon Dance there, so that was really nice for me. So now he can go Primarina. I click Hurricane. I missed. Now he clicks Rest, and here I make a series like misplays. I should have switched out at some point because I was not doing any damage to this thing, and I shouldn't have just let it keep, I only did 17%, so I wasn't like I was going to do anything. But I should have switched out on one turn so Obstagoon can get his Flame Orb, and I could just click Facade on this thing. But I'm going to die to my own Life Orb, and he's just going to Scald. But at this point, I just can't break it because I don't have a way to proc my Flame Orb on this thing. If I would have been like a Choice Scarf, what's it called? Choice Scarf, Double Edge, like Reckless or whatever that ability is called, I might have had a chance. But I'm going to lose 2-0, so I'm going to pick up 2 losses in a row, and I need to pick up my season. I'm currently 4-3, so I just need to start winning some more games so I can keep my playoff spot, because I'm currently 8th seed, and top 8 make playoffs. So I just need to make sure I stay in playoffs. So thank you all for watching. Go check out Jay, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.